Hey everyone, it's Carrie over at DoubleClick. So today I wanted to share my new craft room. I am super excited that it is finally done. I moved into this house over a year ago and we just recently got it complete. So I'm super excited to share. I'll just give you a quick overview of it. The room is about 10 by 10. It has no closet. It has these two beautiful front windows, and then this whole wall is just this sliding door, and then that is the rest of my house. So I'll take you around. Sorry, I am holding the phone, but this is where I keep my work bag and my purse and all of my wooden mounted stamps. Some of my favorite decorations I keep up there. And this is a Raskog cart that I could just wheel out, and in the top of it I have all of my post-it notes and cute notebooks, and this is where I also keep my enamel dots and little puffy stickers and any gems. I keep everything on rings so I could just pull the whole ring out and bring it to the station that I'm working in. On the second shelf, I keep all of my glitter and like some shaker pocket supplies, like the beads and stuff for Happy Mail. And in the very bottom, I keep all of my sequin. I just keep them in little baggies or little jars. And then I just keep it over here. And here is my Kallax unit from IKEA. And on the top, I keep all of my twine and some extra twine. And those are like little buds for the flowers. And this is where I keep like all of my ticket type things. I have like a little ticket punch, and then these are all different kinds of tickets. And in here I just have, it's a kit that has all matching pieces, I think from Michaels. And this is bulletin board, but it's corrugated, so that makes great layers. And then this is stuff for embellishments. And back here is more little kits that belong together. You know, for like making albums and stuff. So I do try and keep that stuff together. My spare ATG gun, and I keep all my mini embellishment sticks in here, and then all my giant straws in here. And in these I have just everything silver related I keep in there, and then gold stuff I have in this drawer, and then in here I just keep spare cards and envelopes. And on top I have, these are just paper spools from Hobby Lobby, some miscellaneous charms, I don't remember, oh yeah, some action wobbles are in there, some flowers and some of my decorations, my little Pokemon guy, Pikachu, and some bling. And in this top unit I keep chipboard, my bind it all, and then the supplies and all the rings are behind it. And then this is all of my scrap paper. And in here I keep Freckled Fawn stuff. And this whole unit in here is Freckled Fawn. I keep all my Freckled Fawn stuff separately. And this is probably one of my favorite companies, so that's why I keep it separate. And yeah, the unit's also from IKEA. I mean, I like it, except that, you know, I wish it was deep, because then this unit kind of falls behind and you got to push it out, but I guess I could stick something back there. Anyway, this is where I keep all of my baby paper. So I keep my papers in this unit because the paper fits without it bending. So I keep my paper in these units, and then I'll show you where I keep all of the embellishments. So this is baby paper, pads, page kits, and then I picked up these little racks from Amazon, and in them are all my mini like baby paper pads. And then the bottom one is sports related. So same thing, I keep the big paper pads, and then this is like cheerleading stuff and softball stuff that I don't have a lot of, but this is where I would look in the sports. So I keep it in one of those dollar stores at Block Bags. And then these are my smaller paper pads for school and sports that I keep in the white rack. And this one is all Christmas, so all my Christmas paper. I do keep a couple of my kits together in these bags over here, and then in here is just some miscellaneous Christmas stuff that I've acquired recently, and I just keep it in there so I don't have to, I'll show you, climb up to put it away. And in here I keep all of my double-sided tapes and rollers. And behind these, I keep all of my liquid glues. And these, I stick my glues in there just so that I don't have to pull everything out. So I just stick them in there because I don't have anything else that goes in these right now. In this bin, I have all of my mixed media and painting supplies. So I have brushes, markers, gesso, that kind of stuff, my stencils. I just keep it all in this bigger bin. And in here, all of these are eyelets. And then over here, I have things all sorted, sorry about that, by, like, these are all of my charms, and these are some of like my wooden pieces, buttons, miscellaneous stuff, and these are all resin pieces and, you know, hearts, just miscellaneous things. And then I have these two are brads, and these are like letters and ABCs. And back there I just keep an extra container of miscellaneous gems and bling stuff. All right. Over here, I keep all of my bigger Sizzix dies, and they are stacked in front of each other. So if I was looking for something, I would have to, you know, like pull these out because they are back there and underneath this little rack. And here I keep all of my decorative scissors, and this little box I just keep all my like vintage stickers and washi tape in. And in here I keep just all of my different types of tabs that I have. So I just put them all together, and when I'm looking for one I usually just pull this out, and just some extra glitter glue. And down here is another mixed media. I have some paints back there, paint brushes, oil crayons, and then in this basket I keep gesso and sealants and other specialty brushes. And then these are all of my sketchbooks and my more stencils and painting specialty papers. And down here I keep primarily like chipboard, sheets, and if I had like duplicate paper pads, I will put them in here. Extra blank cardstock, page kits, I'll just keep them together and over here. And then this whole side is pre-made page kits from someone, I don't know, probably a class, but I found them at Goodwill, and they have matching papers and tons of embellishments, and I've been taking them and making my own handmade embellishments out of them, and I absolutely love it because everything matches. And then like this is also how I store like my kits. So this is like the Bliss kit from My Mind's Eye, and I have the paper pad, the chipboard, any embellishments that come with it, and I just keep it in another like these Ziploc bags from the Dollar Tree that they're like really big. And down here I keep all of my Halloween paper, my Halloween page kits, and then in here I keep all my mini Halloween paper pads. All right, moving back up, we have this unit, and I just keep like all of my gems in this one, and my bling in this one, and in here I have just like post-it notes and stickers. And I use these mainly when I make albums, just to add little things to each of the pages. And over here I keep my recipe cards, index cards, and mini file folders. Over here I keep all of my journaling pads, and these primarily I use for my the albums that I make for people, because there's just lots of areas for people to journal on, so I just stick them between the pages. And then this is where I keep all of my crinkle ribbon. And back there I have extra supplies, and then I have my shipping like tape and stuff that I keep in this blue basket. And down here is all of my sheet protectors. No matter what the size or type, I keep them in here all together on this one shelf. And down here I keep my unopened Project Life cards. So I keep most of them on my other Razzcog card, but I haven't opened these ones yet, so I have them here until I open them and find a place for them. And then I also keep this is my Valentine's Day paper over here. So that's kind of this side of the room, my unit. And then right next to it I have this wire rack that I did have at my other house. And on it, I can tell you the best part of moving into this room was I really had to like utilize every square inch and super sort every single thing that I had to make it work. And it's not as convenient as at the other house where I had plenty of room, but I absolutely love it. And it's so organized. I know where everything else, I know where pretty much everything is. So I'm so happy with it. But in this top bin, I keep things that I need to do. So like, I think these are duplicate stamps. I need to check more thoroughly. This, like I want to break apart by holiday. It's just cut aparts that I need to take care of. On here, I keep my matte paper, and anything that's like state related is there. And then in here are papers that I would use to make albums. So the papers match and they're durable. So this is album paper. This is all music paper, so either cardstock or actual music sheets that I've gotten at vintage places. And then I keep like, I have music washi tape, a music punch, and I think some brads back there. And here, in this one I have specialty papers, so anything that's crinkled or a certain material. I don't know, you know, specialty paper. I keep it here. And here I keep like clear acetate, vellum sheets, things like that are here. And then this is all of my glitter paper. I have some glitter foam back there, and then just big glitter sheets I keep there. And then this is all my corrugated paper. and I keep up there. And in here, this is a old-fashioned like scrapbook, and what I've done with it is I have made my own sheep protectors, and I think I have a video up on my channel. These are all borders from, I don't know, way back when they used to sell like border packs. So what I've done is I've just sorted them all and made the sheep protector to fit them, and then I can just flip through this book and pick whichever, you know, border color works for me. And I love this because I used to have them in this big bin and I never used them, but now I just have to pull my book and I flip through it, and it fits perfectly on that shelf. It's super high, but it's all of my borders, so I love that. And then in here, these are just the empty folders, and then this is where I keep my scrap plain cardstock in here. And up here, this is projects that I'm working on. So this is Happy Mail that I'm making for a pen pal. This book, which I will be showing at a later time, I made for one of my student athletes for her graduation present. So I have to get that wrapped up. And then this is Happy Mail for one of my pen pals, and more Happy Mail for my pen pals. And then I keep my Graphic 45 paper and my Quick Quotes paper pads up here. These are paper sets, so similar to the albums. These are just papers that belong together for me to make albums with. And in here I keep all of my envelope templates, because I do like to sometimes just hand cut envelopes out when I'm bored, so I keep them up there. And up here I have, this is old polka dot paper. Anything with polka dots I just keep up there. And then these are more like kit type things that I don't have paper pads to match with, so I just keep them up there. And then this is old zoo or pet related paper pads. And then this is like just miscellaneous good cardstock that I don't have anything to match, or if I want to just practice a project or I'm using it for the school, then I'll just use the paper from here. And then the same with this. This is just good colored miscellaneous cardstock in this one. So that's the top shelf. And then down here, this is where I keep like my clear sleeves for the cards that I make. And in here I keep all of my wooden embellishments. And in here I keep my stamps, and I've started very slowly the process of trying to sort through them, but I'm not through that process yet. But like these are all of my Peachy Keen face stamps, and I think they're still in business. For a while I think they stopped making stamps, but I think they're back to making stamps now. So anyway, these are all my Peachy Keens. And then I have like baby and kids, everything that's weather related. And I do keep some of like my stamp and dies in with just the stamps. And I do keep all my just dies separately. So yeah, so these are all just stamps that I'm in the middle of sorting. And that's the same with down here. These are all stamps. Actually, these I think are stamps and dies, so I haven't started sorting these yet. These are all just stamps that have a die that go with them. So still working on those. And then this binder is all, sorry, I have stuff clipped to the side. These are all mini stamps, like the ones that they used to sell for $1 at Joann's and Michael's. I just put them, I'll pull it out if I can. The ones that they used to sell at Joann's and Michael's. So I just keep them in these baseball protector sleeves, and if I'm looking for something, I just takes me just a minute to flip through, and I pretty much know what's in here because I've had these stamps for so long. I've seen them like a million times. But anyway, I keep them in this binder and they stay safe and clean in here and they don't fall out or anything. So that's what I keep over here. And then underneath this stamp, I keep all of my eyelash trim, and I put it all in this basket, and then I put like a little flat cover on top of it, and I fed each of the eyelash trims through the holes. So when I need it, I just pull it and snip it, and it keeps it all contained. So I love how this works because I didn't know any other way to store it. So this works out perfectly for me. And then in here I keep all just basic envelopes and card bases that I use regularly. So I keep that there. And then in here I keep my Cricut cartridges because I still use the original Cricut. So these are all the cartridges that I use, and I just keep them there. And I'll show you where I keep the books here on the other side. In here I keep just vellum, embellishments and stuff. And in here I keep all of my rub-ons. So like I'll pull this drawer if I'm working in my planner where I don't want any bulk, but I want to add something, then I'll usually come into here and flip through here when I'm making projects. And then on this shelf is all stamps as well. And like I said, I am working on sorting them. So I started, you know, doing that mixed sentiments, invites, sports, food. And over here, same thing, like these are new stamps that I just came across, or they weren't in the mix. So these are ones I have to take care of. And then, yeah, just lots of stamps. So, and then these are also stamps. These, I've been trying to keep these like holiday related on this side. And yeah. So back here, I get that that UK magazine that usually comes with a stamp and a die. So what I do is I pull those off, and they're all back here. And when I finish going through my stamps, I'll put them where they belong. Some of them are holiday, some of them aren't, some of them have dies. So eventually I'll get to that. And then back there, I don't know if you could see, this is where I hang my Cricut mats. I just hooked them to the underside of the of my wire rack. And then I also keep my embroidery hoops for Happy Mail back there. Okay, so the bottom one, the bottom rack, I keep, these are all paper kits that I've gotten over the years. And they used to sell these at like Joann's and Michael's. And yeah, I always say I'm going to use them, and you know how that goes. So yeah, anyway, these are the new ones that I got at Hobby Lobby when they went on super clearance. So I keep all my page kits down here. And when I get more than just like the little kits like this, I got the little kit and then I found like extra things to go with it. I just move it to a large bag and add all the extras into it. So that's the same. This is like all carnival themed. This is a big page kit, and yeah, so that works out good. And then in here, this is where I keep those UK magazines until I read them. And then in here I keep like specialty papers. So let me see if I can get this to focus. So this is like ocean and clouds. These are words, graph, so gingham. So very specific. When I'm looking for something, I come right here and I just grab it. And then over here I sort. These are just kits that I made myself. Like this is primary colors. This is like everything family related. Like if it says brother, sister. This one is graduation. This is wedding. This is anything that I own that's Hello Kitty. And then this is all very birthday specific. Okay, so this video is getting a little bit long. So I'm going to stop it here. So this was this side of my craft room, and I'm going to come back and continue on this far wall in the next video. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys, and have a great day.